think we live. I think we live. I think we live. I think we live.
This real quick. Do a couple things real quick.
For whatever. What are you gonna do? You gonna go poop right now? No. This is when you choose to poop. Homie, we're live. We're officially live on the internet, and now you're pooping. What's up? What's good, y'all? It's your boy. Well, we're just gonna pick a new name every week for me. Last week, everybody was making fun of me for losing weight, so we'll just call me Dallas Buyers Club Dan this week. Because I got that special AIDS that Matthew McConaughey, that Academy Award-winning AIDS that's just makes you drop the perfect amount of weight to just be really handsome. What's up? What's good? Let me post this link. Get some motherfuckers live in the chat. See where some motherfuckers isn't they at. It's been a while. I mean, I shouldn't say that we did this last week, but this is the first time we've announced that we was streaming and whatnot. I don't even know if we're fucking officially live. Let me see. Oh, man, I'm so out of practice with this shit. I don't even know where to go on my phone. What the fuck? Oh, go to my page, your channel. Oh, live right now. We are live now, and there's 6 people watching. Okay, there's 10 people watching. Oh, we in the building. We got okay. We're official. We're official. Okay, Luxury Fee. What's good? Eric Powers. What's good? Okay, I got to turn this off. We're gonna have some double echo action. So what's up, guys? We're here. We're live. I'm here. Ryan went to poop. He picked the perfect time to take a shit. I don't know why. Really unprofessional. But we're gonna announce the schedule for a new series we decided we're going to do last week called Behind the Botz, where we break down every single DOTZ event from 1 to the last one, which I believe was 10. Zan Aykroyd in the building. Yeah. Someone already retracted a message and then said, the Zay baby. What's up, Daniel? My G. My motherfucking G. Be Nasty is in here. What's going down? Yeah, man. I think quarantine's got everybody itching, Fee. We're also going to discuss like what we're going to do with regards to the battles, when we're going to start battles up again, what our plans for that. Whenever this fool finishes wiping the shit from his bloody ass.
Nah, I don't be wiping my ass no more like you fucking heathens.
No.
I fucking went and got my ass a bidet when all this shit went down.
Did you actually go buy a bidet?
No, downstairs and fucking on my downstairs bathroom, there's a bidet attachment. So it's not a full ass bidet, it's just a toilet seat attachment.
So you have to take your ass off your one toilet and put it onto another thing and then
No, it's on the same toilet.
Okay. And it just shoots water up on your butt?
Exactly.
How's that treating you?
Makes me I feel more European than ever.
Yeah?
Yeah. When I go to Japan, I'm gonna be fucking ready, son.
Homie, Japanese toilets, their toilet game is so official. They not only does the motherfuckers wash your butt, but they also dry your butt too. They had like an air dryer that like dried off the water it shot on your butt, and then there was like a seat warmer situation.
See, I'm not even on that level. My shit's still like I don't even have the heat controlled one. My shit's just straight fucking. It's the army style. It's just fucking. It's like just garden hose style, pretty much.
You just got a hose attached to your toilet, and you just
it's not even a hose.
Spray your ass really fast. That's not a bidet, right? He's like, I got a bidet.
It's not even a
I got a bidet. I went and built one myself. He's just got a fucking hose attachment hooked to his sink, and he's just spraying shit off his butt into the bathtub. You're a goon, dude.
Can we turn it up?
Yes, we can. Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. Is that necessary, or is it just maybe you should just turn it up?
Yeah, you turn it up too. I turned it up a little bit.
Maybe we should consult everybody before we just make broad changes.
Other people, it's gonna be like the Office intro, fucking just. Like
hi, hey, can you turn it up? Okay, cool. It sounds good now.
Like 3 a.m. in the morning.
What's up, Cappuccini Digini? What's going down, everybody? We fucking out here. Let me post this link real fast.
Yeah, I should probably do the same.
How was your week, Ryan? What did you do this week?
I just fucking worked and fucking kind of set this shit up a little bit more in here.
Oh, you put up 6 posters. That's a lot of work, man. It was a good week.
Nah, and fucking all the shit was just all fucking all over the place.
So, and
I organized all the fucking shit.
I could tell.
I organized all the chords and all that shit.
I'm just fucking with
we got prepared in this motherfucker.
You got prepared. I woke up at 6:15 on my floor. I was supposed to leave my house at 6 o'clock. I forgot the cord so that we could hook up the big TV. So let's not just throw around that weed word like that, because I was not prepared for this shit. I'm not lying. I'm done lying. Okay, that part of my life is over where I lie to you guys and pretend that I was more prepared for shit. What up? Rap on point.
Blocka.
You can call me Dirtbag Dan. This week I'm going by Dallas Buyers Club Dan because apparently I lost a lot of weight. Next week we'll think of another fun name for me. So
Yeah,
that's cool. Last week Ryan made me steak and fucking kept trying to get me to suck his dick, and I wouldn't.
I did not try to make you. You just very generously or generous.
You don't make steak. Yeah, he got all
generously
nervous.
Offered me that.
He got all nervous as soon
No,
as he
I
thought
make
about
steaks
the
all the
dick
fucking
sucking.
time. I just be eating like.
You make
that
steaks
shit.
for dudes all the time and shit. I have dudes over all the time. I make them steaks.
Not like that, but
Look them in the eyes while they're eating.
I myself be eating steaks all the time, so I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be eating steaks, so you're gonna be coming over setting this shit up. You're gonna probably be eating steaks when you come through. That's all it is.
It wasn't
all it is.
even.
And you just very insistently,
Homie, every time I've ever made a steak, I got my dick sucked. I'm just telling you.
demanded that I needed my dick sucked. I guess
That's not true.
I don't know. I'm just country, and motherfuckers just eat steaks.
I know what you were getting at with the steak. I understood what the seasoning, the prep. There was potatoes on the side. I understood what you were working at. So. What's it? Look at fucking avocado says I'm looking good, bro. And I don't need to know, I don't care what any of you think, as long as fucking Big Kyle thinks I'm looking good.
Yeah, shout out to Dan still getting the haircuts in the quarantine times.
Yeah, I got a wife who cuts hair, man.
No, I said on fucking my social medias the other day, fucking bald men have never been more superior right now. I've been fucking. I've been complaining about needing to go see my barber right now. No. Suck a dick, son.
It's not a problem.
Suck a dick, son.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild. My wife is a hairdresser. She can't work, and like she's.
Oh yeah, that's why.
She freaks out every day because they're online. Like fucking, the ones that are going back to work are like getting fucking demonized by the other ones, and people are like narking on each other. And even California, like we have a hotline now to call if you fucking want to be a snitch on a business that's like not wearing masks or like operating under the protocols or whatever. It's like they don't even want to do their own jobs. They're just like, that's like, isn't that some like McCarthyist ass like report your neighbor for being a communist ass shit? Like,
you know, it's wild too, because it makes you just think about like when you're learning about all that shit in school, and you're like, oh man, how can they ever do this? And now you see all this shit. You're like, that's how.
Oh yeah.
How can they do it? Easily
50 years later with more information. It's fucking like, oh, tight.
What's that comedian? I think he's a Chinese immigrant. Ron Chang or something like that.
Are you just making up Chinese names? Cheng Chong? Is
Possibly.
his name Cheng Chong?
No. He has a stand up on Netflix right now, but he was saying something about like how he's like, who knew that all the information made people even fucking dumber?
That shit is wild true. That shit is wild true, especially with regards to this coronavirus situation, because everybody thinks they know everything because they watched a couple podcasts and they're like, hold on, let me break it down for you. And I don't think even like the professionals know what the fuck is going on right now. So there's just there's way too much information and way too many stupid people with way too much time on their hands to decipher that information, create conspiracy theories and fucking all the shit. Tekashi made snitching cool. Me and Ryan were talking about this the other day. I think it's just like a time when like there's a real currency in being a heel. You know what I mean? And that dude definitely, I mean, fuck, the president figured it out before anybody really, but like that dude is like the prime example of like, whether you like or hate that dude, if you were one of the 75 million people that watched his music video the first week, like you put money in his pocket. You know what I mean?
Like y'all are forgetting how the internet works, you know?
Yeah.
If
like,
you say his name,
I fucking hate this guy. I'm going to give him hella energy.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter like the intent behind the shit.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is fucking hilarious. Fire. I like that a lot. We're going to run with that. So, guys, last week we decided we're going to start a new series called Behind the Botz, where basically every week, episode by episode, we break down a BOTZ event. Top to bottom, we'll look at the entire card. We're not going to watch all the battles on the card. We'll definitely watch some like specific really good moments, and then we'll try to interview somebody who was like crucial to that card, whether they be like a headline battler someone who was involved in the event in some way, shape, or form, whatever. Right off the bat, first one we're doing next Sunday. So we're going to start doing these Sunday at 7 p.m. as long as I wake up.
Yeah.
I got here, it's we're rolling, so.
Yeah, no, hey, we did the thing. We said we were going to do the thing, and we are doing the thing.
We did it. So 7 p.m. next week will be episode 1, where we'll be talking about BOTZ 1, which was a voice box event. So this one will be extra fun.
Which I noticed that nobody ever like compiled like the first event together in like a playlist form of some type.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I did that and I made it like a public playlist.
Fire.
So you should be able to see that.
Okay, we'll post that. We'll post it like leading up to next week, and we're live breaking down this entire event. We'll post a playlist. Next week, we got a very special guest who's going to FaceTime with us. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe both, but definitely the big guy, Andrew, from the Moist Mob is going to join us. So he said he's going to holler at Kyle, too. They've been on Instagram. I seen Moist Mob on Instagram and shit, and I'm super happy about that.
They're still always, like, been still doing things here and there in media, like, you know.
Oh, well, they've been doing, like, their shit. They just haven't been working in, like, the battle rap shit, but they have been doing music videos and stuff like that, so... we'll talk to them about what they've been up to, but more importantly, we will break down BOTZ1 and how they actually like became a part of the whole thing, because that was the first event. That was the first time I met Andrew and Kyle was BOTZ1. I can't remember if Kyle was there too, or if it was just Andrew, but I'm sure Kyle was there. I'm actually almost positive Kyle was there, but there's a whole lot to talk about that event, because we had originally linked with VoiceBox to do the event, right? And they were like, we'll film it. You throw the event. We'll take care of filming it and editing it and whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, because I know these guys do battles. So we get everything. I get everything set up. And somehow throughout the process, Andrew hits me up and he's like, hey, can I come out and film? We're like, yeah, sure. Fucking why not? Come out and film. Like, more footage the merrier, right? I have no idea who these guys are. Turns out the only usable footage from that entire event came off of Andrew's camera. So like the whole event was filmed by Andrew.
Moist Mob is fucking just fucking
mwah. And that was like that's when we figured out, okay, like these guys are crucial to the shit. And the second event was just us on our own YouTube channel, because Andrew's like, do we really need to involve these Tucson dudes again? We need to have Chuck come out here and throw bottle caps again. So, that'll definitely be a fun episode, because there were so many crazy battles at that event. Really good ones, like Reverse Live versus Fredo.
Yeah.
I think Me and Tantrum was the headline for that one. There's a whole bunch of like random kind of like bigger names on those cards that are like lower on the cards.
I think he told Tantrum in that battle that if you wanted an Asian bitch to yell at him, you'd walk into his house without shoes on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that good old fucking 2010 racism that I was selling in 2015. Probably told him something about eating cats. I used the same Panda Express joke that I was using on him in freestyle battles in like the early aughts and shit. So yeah.
Caddy versus Pariah.
Caddy versus Pariah is such a good battle too. It's such like the Caddy has a few like violent ass whoopings, and that's one of the violent ass whoopings. That one, Sakurai, and then there's another one. Megadeth. Those are like the violent ass whooping battles. So I go back and watch those from time to time, because those are like my favorite versions of Caddy just fucking shit up. But yeah, we'll start that next week. And then you were saying you got a little fucking positive response action with regards to Japanese wrestling podcast.
Yeah, because we thought you pretty much had the sole idea of being like, yeah, if you fucking you've been always be talking about wrestling, just start fucking watching the Japanese shit. Because I was telling you how I was hyped on that shit, because it's basically like watching live action anime, because everything they do is basically tournament style.
Yes.
And
that's why like I might care about that. Okay, hey, I just
wow,
what is that? I just airdropped you some shit, so pull that up.
Shit, boy.
Pull that up. Oh yeah, motherfucker. So I think what you could do is bring it over there and then put it in the display capture.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, go to minus a little bit. So this is the dog that I have available for adoption right now. Go, press the minus on the thing there so they can see the whole fucking puppy. Little Mo. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There she is. This is, her name is Penny. I already have a Penny at home, so I call her Copper Penny. AKA Jackie Daytona, AKA Danny Glover. Not because of Redbone, but because I'm a rescue and I'm a saver, yes, like Danny Glover. So I'm a saver, yes, like. Yeah, that too, though, Redbone. She is a 100% purebred Redbone coonhound. We don't ever get purebred dogs at the rescue. This situation with this dog was the owner in Fresno had a spinal injury. She's got 2 little Dachshunds in this dog, and this dog's fucking huge, jumping around. So she's no longer in a position to be able to care for the dog. We got in contact with her because we've seen the dog on Craigslist, and this is the kind of dog that ends up getting used as a bait dog because it's real submissive. And Fresno is kind of like one of the Central Valley in general is one of the places where they still be doing dog fighting and barbaric ass shit like that. So we always, every day we go on Craigslist in the morning and we hit up free dog ads and we send them this picture that's a text from a fucking piece of shit who fights dogs, and he's explaining how he gets dogs on Craigslist. And he's like, I have my wife dress up nice to go get these dogs. We don't pay for dogs. So basically what we do is we send this message out to people and we say, hey, please don't give your dog away for free. Ask for at least $50, like just $50, because just doing that, the people who pick up bait dogs, they're not going to get that dog because they won't spend $50 because they're going to go for the free dog. You know what I mean? And anybody, it's like, that's not a big amount of money to ask for a dog. People should really be paying like $200-$300 minimum for a dog because, you know, whether it's rescue fees or if you think about it, you're going to end up paying that much in medical within the first like 6 months anyways, just on shots and fix and whatever. So like asking for a little money goes a long way. So we send that out. And when we sent that out to this person, she was like, well, can you? And we always say, if you need help getting rid of the dog or if you need help finding a home for the dog, let us know. And then this person hit us back, and I have a friend that lives in Fresno. So I was like, yeah, I'll go pick her up. She is fucking awesome. This is the coolest dog. Dog friendly, kid friendly, good with little dogs. She's just got hella energy. She definitely needs to be in a house with a backyard. She plays tough, like with my other Penny, who's like a psychopath.
See, I love dog. When dogs do that,
like they're just
I like when they play tough like that. Like,
she's 1 year old. She's a year old, so she's definitely a puppy still. You know what I mean? And they like it shows definitely. And she's been playing with these little Dachshunds, so she's getting a chance to play with my big dog now, and she fucking enjoys the shit out of it. But this dog is available for adoption. She's right now in the like behavior test portion of our rescue. Like we'll pick up a dog and we're gonna hang on to it for a few days before we adopt it out, whether we need to seek medical attention for it, which is not the case for this dog, but like we have appointments set up for shots and spay because she's not fixed. But we could set up an adoption sleepover now with this dog. We just needed to like have 3 days with her to figure out all her quirks. We're on day 2. This is a fucking awesome dog. So she will be available for adoption. If you live in the Bay Area, California, you're looking for a new dog, a new friend forever, one that you're going to pamper and treat like a special little person in your life, then hit me up. You can take that off the screen. I want to see the chat.
I fucking wish I could have a dog.
I would see that. This dog's too big for this place. Because
and I just work too much.
There's that too, right?
That's the biggest problem.
I mean, that's the thing, right?
Even if I had the space, I would still feel guilty.
Good to be back, Jay.
Jazz hands.
Oh yeah, I need to send Avocado. Avocado's gonna make a little ad for me to run on some of the Ruin Your Day stuff about the dog rescue. So I will definitely do that. I'm gonna put together a little video. I've been super busy, but fucking. That is super important. And my wife was very stoked on the stream that I went over and did on Ruin Your Day. So she was like, yeah, we'll definitely make a video.
Yeah, bang bang on the gang gang.
Yeah,
And you have Adopt My Block on Instagram. If you guys don't already know about that, go follow them. Throw that a fucking, do the thing.
Zan Ackler said, "Copper penny, your girl gives top to plenty." Ooh, boy, that's fire. I fucks with it.
Damn, an avocado fucking Adopt My Block commercial too. The world ain't ready, son.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Where's Tantrum's in here? What's up, Tantrum?
Is he? What's
Someone
up?
said I appreciate that to Tantrum.
Yeah, okay. What's up?
Unless you're just talking to the gods in the sky. But yeah, about the Japanese wrestling shit.
Yes, back to that. Yeah, so
I was watching that Tiger Mask W,
and I downloaded the Tubi on your recommendation. I haven't watched it yet, but I was able to set all that
free
up,
for you, right?
Yep.
Dude, that is the best. This is the
Don't
best.
even need to sign up for nothing either. You just fucking do the thing.
Best kept secret. There's a streaming channel called Tubi that's like free on everybody's shit. And they have so much good shit. And one of the things they have is this anime called Tiger Mask W, which is a wrestling anime, which basically is like, it's like any other anime except they're wrestlers instead of like samurais or whatever. Yeah. And instead of a fighting tournament, it's a wrestling match. But they like go into like the promoter shit. And oh, wow. Shit, Poison Paisa.
I don't even know you, but I love you, my guy. Or girl. Paisas could be a man or a woman.
That's true, but I believe it's a dude.
It's probably a dude. It's probably a dude.
Yeah.
That's what's up, my guy. Thank you, sir.
Sanho. So yeah, I cannot tell you how much, like, those of you that have stuck around for the Patreon, like, you guys don't understand how much that means to me specifically and us, because I would have had to sell all this equipment. I
think a couple of people are still on the Murderverse fucking
Dude, it's
Patreon
crazy,
too,
man.
which fucking I apologize because I haven't even been checking that shit because I've just like.
Well,
when all this shit happened, I just kind of spiraled out of control for 2 seconds. Of
I think
well, fuck everything then, kind of shit. But
now you can modify that to serve your own podcast and the Japanese wrestling podcast.
Absolutely.
But you guys make like, you guys are like making a huge difference.
Oh yeah, Tantrum is in here,
and I'm gonna upload some exclusive content for you this week. I made a music video for SM that we couldn't run, and I made a music video for a Koza that was like a separate version of a video that I made.
I'm actually working on a music video that I shot back in February for someone I won't name yet. When I drop it, I'll drop it and y'all see.
Make sure you drop it a week early for your patrons. You know what I'm saying? That's because I'm gonna right now and make some exclusive content tonight available on the Patreon for the existing patrons, and then as we go forward with this new Behind the Botz podcast we do, and all the gaming streams we do, and all the other quarantine content that we create, I'm going to make a whole bunch of exclusive content for the patrons, just as a huge thank you for fucking helping us stay alive in this fucking shitty time. And honestly, the reason we came back is because
motherfuckers are bored.
So bored. I'm bored. You're bored. People are bored. I've watched all the shows. Like, it's time to fucking.
And honestly, I really miss doing the fucking shows because the break has been nice because, especially in the beginning of the year, I was doing so much with like with the show, with the league, and then like flying to New Mexico and just doing all the shit. So like. It's a terrible thing to say because I know this is a real situation we're in, but it was kind of a nice break for me to just be like, just to focus on work for a second. And especially because shit got hella busy, but fucking, I kind of miss doing the fucking shows in general. Just fucking, because these things were just like an ever evolving project that you get to work on. And like it wasn't even until like last week, like the first time was like the first time I did anything like Photoshop wise or anything like that. And I was just like, damn, I was doing this like all the fucking time, and then now it's been something to where it's like, oh, I was forgetting how to do little things.
Shit goes in phases during the quarantine. Like when the quarantine started, I think I made like 4 or 5 music videos. Like the first month I made hella music videos, and then I haven't touched my computer for like the last month and a half, because like our shit started March 16th or whatever. So like from like the middle of March to the middle of April, I was like, not even for the middle of March to like the first week of April, I made hella music videos, and then I was like, all right, I don't want to do that anymore. And I just started like fixing shit around my house or whatever. But I think I've done enough like house reforming, and as soon as I get this dog adopted, I'll have a little more time. I'll probably put together another music video.
Nice.
Cody came by and we were kind of mapping out the shit for the next Death Dealers joint, and
nice.
So we're at work on that. He's got a whole bunch of fucking music coming out. He went to Paxton's like a few times during the quarantine and recorded songs with SM that are gonna be on the Ruin Your Day shit.
Chip's is saying right here he built a studio space in his house.
Yeah, boy, I know.
That thing.
I heard
son.
all about it, Chip. So yeah, we'll be over there, fucking getting it in. What's up,
Absurd?
So yeah,
no, yeah, that Tiger Mask shit too is based on a real wrestler, Tiger Mask, who is like a big figure in All Japan Wrestling, which is like some shit I'm gonna run through.
totally has to be, right?
Yeah,
Totally has to be. The way they treat it is like they have like in the anime, there's like the Tiger's Den, which is like a secret wrestling organization, and they're like fucking fools that get in trouble, and then they're like in punishment, and then just other wrestlers get to try moves out on them and shit. It's hella like, it's so animated out, and it's like I can fully get behind that. So to me, that would be like the only aspect of, because what you were saying, I think, to me about the Japanese wrestling is because it's tournament based, they don't have to do all that like you fucked my girlfriend bullshit.
Exactly.
It's like you beat him and fucking now
and
it's
especially
like because
the tournaments aren't always, it's not like elimination style all the time, and sometimes like it's the round robin shit, so it's like it's like a bunch of people in one bracket and then a bunch of people in another bracket, and then in that one bracket all those people, like every combination of the matches happen, and then it's all based on points, and then
so
the winners and then the winners of each one of those go on to where like that's where you build all these different storylines, because it's like, oh well, I'm fucking 4-1, who the fuck are you? And then they fucking do you dirty, and it's like,
or this guy who is like a total underdog beats the main guy, and you just look at their record and you don't need to know that.
And
like,
it's always tight because it like Japan's just a place where the wrestlers get to kind of like let loose and do whatever the fuck they want, so it's usually more often than not where like if like someone from America that was in WWE for a while, like if they break off and like they like release from their contract, like usually it's a big fucking deal, like all of a sudden they pop up in Japan in like one of these tournaments, and it's like, oh, what? And then all that shit. So like it's just better ways of telling stories and shit. So, and then I was looking at like one of the companies, their stream service is only like $10 a month, so I'm probably gonna even get that and just fucking run that shit, fucking watch it off here, because fucking who's gonna come and get me? The Japanese?
What's up, fool? But yeah, I think so. That'll be cool. So we'll be running multiple quarantine content. Someone was asking about. So we're gonna do the Behind the Botz series starting next week, and that's kind of that's the whole of the battle rap content we'll be running at least until that series is over. So what, 10 weeks? I don't know, 12, 14 weeks, however many events there are. Hopefully by that time we'll have a better idea of when the quarantine is going to end, so that what, like, because the idea is like this. Look, we want to start doing live events again, obviously, like everybody else. We can't do we don't want to do small room battles right now like everybody else is doing, because we'd like our battles to lead up to something. Ultimately, we still got this belt. It's got to go to somebody. So ideally, we'll have an idea of when we can do live events by the time we finish this Behind the Bot series. Then we can start a series of live battles that will lead up to an actual live event when we can do that. Whether that be next summer, you know what I mean? Which is would be fine if we knew that, right? Because then, okay, it's next summer. Then we say, okay, cool. We'll like in the fall, we'll start doing battles, and we'll do like 3 events leading up to next summer, and then that'll be the first live event back, and everybody will be stoked. And I think rather than have Poison Pies again.
Damn, you just spoiling us tonight, man.
I'm gonna do gay stuff.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
That's what, dude. It's like making steaks.
But you say these things, and then you expected that like it's us. It's us.
It's you guys being gay because
you
you're being
blame
so
it on
nice.
you put it on us.
It's not a problem. What are you saying? Are you saying it's bad to be gay? Is that what you're saying? Because we're on a podcast. Dude. All right, don't promote that kind of stuff on my channel, Ryan.
We get no sponsors in here, Tantrum.
We weren't getting any sponsors anyways.
Never.
I get hit up by people. Okay, I get hit up by people about like beard shit all the time. I don't care. Somebody hit me up like legit was like, "Hey, I seen that video you guys made with the fucking glasses for your friend Caustic, and we want to make an ad for ESPN." I didn't even respond to the motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about that. It's like, dude, I don't care, dude. What do you want to do? You want to do something? I have to do something? I don't care. I don't want to do anything. Leave me alone. It's like, I only want to do what I want to do. And sponsorships do not fall into that category. Like, there's at no point do I want to be sitting here reading some like, hey, enjoy fucking, I use this, I play this fucking Age of Legends game. It's like, no, I fucking don't, dude. I don't play any of that shit at all. I smoke weed.
See, I'm the exact opposite, man. I will sell my soul. If you, whatever you got me to I will wear your t-shirts. Fucking, if you want me to promote,
he's gonna be like fucking Garth in that in Wayne's World and shit with the fucking drinking the Pepsi. Like, it's the voice of a generation.
Yeah,
Zan Aykroyd.
Hey.
Zan Aykroyd. You get under the table, you fucking sexy bitch. I see you out there, homie. I'll fucking come to Sacramento and get gay.
Get gay.
Okay. This supposed
get gay.
Avocado said, I smoke weed.
Let's go.
Well, all I'm saying is that that's the only like product that I'll promote legitly is like, if you want to give me free weed and then be like, tell me where they can also buy your weed, then I'm down for that. Because I'll be like, I'm smoking.
If you got like, if you're making like hemorrhoid cream, I'll fucking promote that.
Fucking
shit.
rub it on your asshole on camera and shit. You're like, look at these bumps and sores I got from eating too many raviolis.
Oh yeah, and medicated jerky, son. Let's go.
From using the hard setting on my bidet hose. They fucking busted my butthole up.
If you send me medicated jerky, absurd, I will definitely promote said medicated jerky. Wherever it comes from.
Abdul, I may be skinny in the face, but I'm not skinny in the dick. What's up? It's nice to see you again, my friend. This is good to be back. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about Behind the Botz. I'm excited about the Moist Mob coming through.
Hey, speaking
and doing
a
interview with us. I'm excited about fucking your Japanese wrestling podcast.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Like, cause especially I'm in a fucking Poison Paisa.
Fucking you son of a bitch. This is the Poison Paisa episode.
Pretty much
sponsored by Poison Paisa in coordination with Zan Aykroyd, aka fucking Big Daddies. So check it. We're also gonna do a gaming streams. I'm gonna play Warzone.
Yes.
I don't know what you play. What do you play? Oh,
I play a lot of shit, but for the gaming stream, I'll probably be playing a lot of different shit off my Switch because I have it up here and I just never play it. I usually on my PS4, so there's a lot of things on my Switch that I do want to run through. So I'll probably be playing like I want to fucking run through Cuphead because I only played like 1 or 2 levels, and even though it's frustrating, like that shit is fucking fun.
I know it is. This is totally besmirching Linus.
Oh yeah,
I'm
totally. Boys.
Remember when I told everybody when I was like, I'm never gonna do this again, and then here I am.
Yep.
Skinnier from all the fucking Dallas Buyers Club sex, and just ready to rock. Dabs all day. Shouts out. Where's Daniel Blackton when you need him? You know what? I don't even fucking play PUBG anymore because as soon as Warzone, what? Get out of here, jerky boy! Absurd. Let's go. You know I'll eat that medicated jerky on air. I'm all about that shit.
Yeah, we'll promote the fuck out of medicated jerky.
I stopped playing PUBG the day that fucking Call of Duty Warzone came out. I was like, once they fucking sent me to the gulag and then I busted some dude's shit and I got dropped back into the map, I was like, oh, fuck this. What's
I haven't
up?
played that one yet, but I'm terrible at shit like that, so I'm down to play shit like that because it would be fun to probably watch me fucking be
It's fun. It's
terrible
fun.
at shit like that.
Yeah.
And I have fun at those kind of games. I am pretty good, though, at fucking racing games, and I like to play like the dirt rally games, and those are hard as fuck, so I'll probably be running a lot of those, too.
Let's do a BOTZ gulag. Dude, we should have a gulag at events where we have like the fucking losers have to do like a 4-way freestyle battle. Like we do 2 battles on it, or we do 4 battles on an event.
Like
all the people who lose
the loss
have to do a 4-way fucking freestyle battle.
Yo, that's fucking great. You shouldn't
call that shit the gulag, baby.
You probably shouldn't even said that online.
They're
right
hella
now,
gonna
son.
steal it. They steal all my ideas.
That's a great idea.
Remember when I thought of everything first and then everybody else did it and pretended like it was their own shit? Tight. Somebody asked me up there if I've seen Math Hoffa's podcast. I've seen a couple episodes of it. Fucking super good.
Great, yeah.
I hella want to be on that. I hella want to be on Math Hoffa's podcast. Like that's of all the podcasts I want to be on, that's like the only one.
It just looks. Is that another fucking? Is that another one, or is that the same? That's the same one. Oh, okay. I was gonna say
these fucking big dick bastards.
But yeah, no, that shit looks. It just looks really good. Like
I like the conversation, and I think that having been like the guy who probably did the first battle rap podcast, and like I think he has the best battle rap podcast, or just it's not even a battle rap podcast. He's the best battle rapper with a podcast or a live show format.
His shit is just like definitely.
So it would be cool to go on his shit just to talk about like wow, this shit has come a long way from like me in my garage next to couch shit to like that full interviewing legit celebrities in like a cool barber shop and being able to be on Drink Champs and all that shit. So yeah, that would be cool. I've only met Math like once or twice, and it was always like a bit contentious because I'm from the West Coast, and I think there's just this vibe where like you're friends with Disaster, so fuck you. But it's like, dude, I mean, I don't have anything to do with y'all shit. But for the I mean, he's always been cool. It's just like we never kicked it. Oh god damn, keep it up. What's good? Someone was asking if we have someone was asking if I have a Twitch. I don't.
But we about to.
But we have a counterproductive Twitch, so I'll hook that up for the fucking when we start doing Warzone and shit. It's so funny, like I was playing PUBG online, like the whole time I played, I was like learning how to play live while a bunch of people were watching me, just sucking. And then the last like 3 months, I've been legit playing Warzone by myself, like not playing with anybody, and getting hella good so that when I come back, I don't look like a super asshole when I'm playing live online. It's going to be a different experience. You're going to see me catch some bodies and be like, oh, damn, that's cool.
Damn, Danny.
I've never played the mobile joint. I hear it looks good, though. But I'd be playing on my Xbox. But I guess we'll be playing on PlayStation over here. So
Tantrum and Linus versus Harold and Kumar.
Oh, what?
Set it up.
Set it up, homie. I think Kumar like works.
Isn't that already Harold and Kumar?
Now. Yeah, I know. What? Are they gonna battle themselves? What's happening? Oh, what's up, Soch? It's a long time no see, my guy. So it's nice to see people are getting the YouTube notifications because I think a lot of time they fucking don't.
Just in here off the strength.
Okay, what was the other thing we were gonna talk about? Oh yeah, fucking these Zoom comedy shows fucking
suck.
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with that
it's
shit? Y'all need to stop, son. Y'all need to stop.
I think it's Keegs gang. What's up, fucking Keegs League?
Gang.
I got a chamber battle sweater at my house that I'll never wear.
got a chamber battle fucking card right
Come
there.
get your sweater, you dickhead. Nah, what's up? I got a Keegs. I got your sweater, Keegs.
Nah, we up in here. Fuck your Zoom comedy shows. Fucking the Punchline in San Francisco just promoted that they're about to do a virtual comedy show, and y'all still not gonna put locals on that shit.
Y'all still. Well, here's the thing. Being that it's the same thing with the battle rap, and it's the reason why I don't want to do like small room battles or like via satellite battles or whatever, any of that shit, is because like it's being done on the highest level, and it still leaves you wanting. You know what I'm saying? Like you're seeing the best dudes battle in the world in these small room formats right now, and really, there's no way you're not watching it and at some point thinking, man, I wish this was in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we were just saying, it's like, y'all are doing a podcast.
With the Zoom shit. Yeah, like a comedy show. It's like, really, if we made you laugh at all, what's the difference between this and a Zoom comedy show? Because the only difference would be like I would be speaking in this weird punchline format that really only fucking works in a comedy club.
And if it's like only the same 10 of you anyway, like all just 10 of you record one long Zoom call and put that shit out as a podcast.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just not, it's like comedy so relies on audience interaction. Yeah. I think battle rap is like battle rap definitely is best in front of an audience. Yeah. And there's like a size of that audience that works the best, but like audience would interfere. So it was nice to have the small room as an extra element.
Yeah.
But it was never like, oh, this is better. Like small room is better than live events. Like no one ever thought that. And like, I just don't want to be contributing to the like endless stream of battles that should probably happen when there's a live event. All the bars that are being wasted on, you know, Zoom battles or whatever. And the same thing goes for comedy shows. It's like a bunch of fucking jokes that would probably be better told in front of an audience. And then what happens, like, I know as a comedian, like, as a comedian, whatever, as a fucking guy who did open mics for a while, I know that if you go tell the same joke in different rooms, you figure out whether it works or not.
Yeah.
And like, God, you're not figuring that shit out on Zoom.
Yeah, and I guess too, like even podcast or whatever, you're still not, it's still not the same because once you said it, that's already forever on there, so you can't really work it out.
Well, and even when you like work a bit out from a podcast into a bit on a stage, it's different. You take what was funny about the conversation you were having in the podcast, and then modify it in a punchline format.
But you have the time to work it out because it's like you're telling it in front of a group of people that's just out having fun and a couple drinks and shit like that, so you can say it again and again. Whereas like if you said it, even the spark of it already online, and now if people are only paying attention to your stuff that happens online, then that's all you had was that spark of it instead of fleshing it out at all.
It used to be that like comedians would test bad jokes or like jokes that they weren't sure about. They would test on Poison Pies. Get over here. Get over here.
Suck your dick now.
What? They would like test out the whatever jokes on Twitter. You just throw like a tweet out.
And I do that shit all the time.
Now I feel like fools are so like they can't tell what's funny anymore because they're not interacting with audiences. So they're throwing good jokes, bad jokes. Like Twitter is just a mess of like every comedian's like instantaneous thoughts because they're just not getting that audience feedback that they're used to and shit.
Yeah. No, I love throwing just like a little fucking snippets of like, could this be a punchline and of shit? But it's the same thing. It's like you're doing that all the time though, and fucking maybe like out of fucking 30 of those, one of them's good.
Yeah. And then what it comes down to is like, I don't know, like obviously the shit is better served for an audience. And like I said, it's just a reminder when you're watching these shows of like, remember when we used to go out?
Yeah, remember when we used to do things? Because even like the shit that I'm about to be doing is like watching shit together to where it's like, it's the same shit. It's like, yeah, remember when we used to do things?
Yeah. Oh man, fuck off. I feel that. I was talking about that last week. I miss Diz and Lush on Twitter too. Damn. I forgot Diz got kicked off of Twitter, so he can't be on there anymore. I still have Diz on Instagram.
Well, Diz has been talking about the race war for like the last 10 years.
This was crazy. He always says some shit where I'm like, oh wow, he took it there. Okay.
Yeah.
But I definitely missed Lush. I was actually just watching a video, like a CP short, and then Lush is hosting, and I was just reminded of that. I'm like, oh, I fucking miss Lush, man. Just God, like I'd love to fucking talk to him for 30 minutes. Like that I would, if you told me, like I don't even want to say this on air, but I would certainly drop some money to talk to Lush for 30 minutes. Like if that was what it was, like you could talk to Lush, but it's going to cost like $300. I think I could swing that for 30 minutes. I just want to know what he thinks about the quarantine. I want to just fucking hear.
You heard him, Lush. Get on Cameo, dog.
Fuck, dude. You can get this money.
Get this money. Send people voice messages or FaceTime messages.
You just fucking talk to me, fool. I fucking miss you.
It's like fucking Tenacious D. That dude, I totally miss you. Damn, Poison Pisa.
somebody got this boy's credit card and they're just fucking, he's
nah.
tied up in
What
the
are you
corner
doing,
and they're like,
dog?
haha, I'm giving your money to a shitty podcast. This is the best kind of torture.
We ain't even in full swing yet, dog. We're not even doing the thing yet, dog. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, like I was impressed with our ability to get reset up and operate really, really fucking fast.
Absolutely.
And I think that we're in a position to be able to create a bunch of quality quarantine content that isn't gonna be a constant reminder of what you're missing, because like there's enough of that, so like we're not gonna be doing our version of live events online. We're gonna do shit like this. We're gonna do podcasts. We're gonna break down old events. We're gonna interview important people that we haven't talked to in a long time. Play video games, and if you guys have any other ideas for content too, man,
we're gonna watch very big Japanese men throw each other into glass tubes.
Speaking of, man, the Road Warriors fucking behind the fucking dark side of the ring.
Fucking like just cathartic, because it's so good, but it's also so sad.
Yeah.
Because it's just like that man only died at like 42 years old, dude.
And it was like he's like did every drug in the world, everything gnarly. He had like Hep C and fucking from sharing needles and all this crazy shit. And then he dies like because he moved furniture and shit. He like moves furniture and then lays down and fucking just dies in his sleep, which is honestly probably pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah,
considering
in retrospect, right? Because it's like he could have died like chilling with the Yakuza, watching a motherfucker lose a finger,
or been like fucking Superfly Snuka, who's just like getting tried for murder and doesn't even know where the fuck he's at. And shit.
At least like that's the funny fucking thing when you mention that, actually, because it's like Snuka, who is like publicly this like very cool guy, kills his fucking girlfriend, allegedly, but most likely, and fucking
no, he did that,
and
shit.
then fucking Hawk, who's this just wild man, public wild man, but everyone was like, oh yeah, he was like a sweetheart,
and like turned to Christ and like all that shit for sure. He was like lifting weights for Jesus for the last like 5 years of his shit.
But it's so fucking sad. And then fucking especially watching like them at Wembley Stadium or whatever, like they were supposed to be like the top main event.
Yeah, and then
he gets there,
he's all fucked up, so they made him
like the second show.
They made him fucking fight the money team and shit. Oh, that's so fucking
And
tight.
then what is it? Their manager, I was like, this motherfucker's the coolest guy in the fucking world.
Dude,
the Paul Ellering.
Yeah.
Because like they're all saying all this different shit about how he died, and then like they just cut to him and he's like, to quote the outlaw Josie Wells, and like he just says whatever the fuck he says, and I'm like, this man's like a real life cowboy. Jesus Christ.
What did he say? He says it was good that men like us met in the struggle of
That's
life.
What it was.
That's a fucking great quote right there.
And that dude was like, I liked it because he was like, he wasn't just their on-screen wrestling manager. He was their legit manager. They were the first people to like kind of tour like musicians.
Yeah, no
as
shit.
Wrestlers. Like,
that's what I thought.
Everyone else was beholden to their territories.
Whatever, like that. That's what.
And then they would move on after a certain.
Those
while.
were the one dudes whose story wasn't like Vince McMahon the fuck out. Like, because they basically were like, no, we'll just go to fucking Japan. We'll just go to Puerto Rico. We'll just go to some other place and wrestle because we're fucking stars and we'll headline whatever show we're on. So they, even though like they eventually went to the WWF and they were was already like off all the shits by that point, like they didn't give a fuck because they had already toured as like rock stars and changed the game. Like motherfuckers were just copying them left and fucking right at that point.
Yeah. No, in wrestling they call it like getting over. So like they got over on their own outside of this whole machine, and it's like a cool story how you just said, because it's like all the places they touched, they made it like cool. Whereas like before it was like if you didn't make it in WWE, they sent you to Puerto Rico, and it was like a bad thing, or they sent you fucking to Mexico, or they sent you to Japan. Yeah. Whereas like these guys were like, oh, we're going there, and we're gonna fucking ride Harleys to the ring and have fucking. Fucking coke parties with the Yakuza and shit, dog.
Dude, okay, so my favorite parts of that dark side of the ring are Animal just getting fucked up with the Yakuza. Like that's what every time they were in Japan.
Or it's Hawk.
Oh, it's Hawk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawk would go out with the Yakuza and just get fucked up. And like those fools, he's like, these motherfuckers will take your pinky if you make a mistake. I'm like, yes. And then the other part that I thought was awesome was when he just fucking ditches out on an animal and then straight just takes on. He's like, this is the fucking ultimate Japanese fucking animal warrior. He just like changes
the power warrior.
The power warrior.
Yeah.
He just made some Japanese dude his teammate,
which is like the ultimate druggy move. Is just like cut and run and just start this shit over somewhere else.
This is the power warrior. It's just this little Japanese guy. He's like, yeah, and he's like, we're the most powerful tag team on the planet Earth.
It's so good too because it's like it wasn't even like that fool came up with this shit. You know what I mean? Like he had like nothing to do with the creation of it whatsoever, other than just being big as fuck and cutting his hair in a stupid ass way.
Yes,
everything else was made by animals, so he's just like, what the fuck, man? Like,
no shit.
We're like a whole fucking family of fucking road warriors.
Like, dude, I didn't start this shit without you. And
now we got a Japanese contingent of road warriors. So like, honestly, it's kind of tight because like since they're already kind of like modeled after biker gangs, like that's how most biker gangs like happen.
It's the chapter and shit.
They like split off and start some other chapter somewhere else, and it's like beef. No, it's such a good fucking like. I'm gonna probably rewatch that shit like way more than once.
So the last one
is the Owen Hart
story,
which is gonna be sad as fuck.
Just like they always start and end with the devastating one. So this season was Chris Benoit to open, which is like the 2-parter that's just like Jesus, and then they're gonna close with Owen Hart.
This one's gonna be even worse because it's like he didn't even do anything wrong. You know, like everyone else like did something fucked up.
That baby like, didn't do anything wrong.
This
for
was
sure.
like, yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Well, that's not funny.
You know, but it's just like the wrestler himself. It's like this was like the shit was done to him. Whereas like all these other events or like all these
like fools are on drugs.
Yeah,
and go off
like,
the rails.
Whereas like this fool was like on the straight and narrow, like. He was clean cut.
Yo, like, I swear, I think
and he just falls from the fucking ceiling.
Fuck off says I remember watching the pay-per-view when he died. I think I was too, dude. I swear to God, I think I was nuts. Too. Because I remember watching a WWF and then it getting cut off. Like I vividly remember that shit. And we you know what? I know I did because I was one of those families that grew up with the black box in the house.
Damn.
Like my dad had the fucking plug. From the like homie at the flea market or whatever, and you pay like
and the wrestling pay-per-views were big back then,
dude.
So, it's like,
so we watched every UFC, every boxing match, every pay-per-view event because you just go to channel whatever it was like 35 or whatever. Yeah, it was just like all past all the other channels, and we got all the shit free. So I definitely watched all the WWFs, and I vividly remember one getting cut out, like. Yeah, so
nuts.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a sad one, and then it's gonna be sad because that's the last one of the season.
I am wearing a LOM joint. Shouts out to Hollow.
They haven't like announced that there's gonna be a third season or nothing. Like I got like that, dude. Dark Side of the Ring has been like the biggest. Like fuck Tiger King. Like Dark Side of the Ring has pulled me through this quarantine like more than anything else.
I don't give a fuck about wrestling, but I love that fucking
it's
show.
So good.
I love that
it's
show.
So good
because it's not about wrestling. It's about fucking people in crazy ass situations. You know what I mean? Living a crazy life, and it parallels battle rap in a lot of ways. Where it's like these groups of people that just meet up in different countries and like fuck shit happens and crazy party stories. Like in a lot of ways, to me, that parallels.
It's crazy too because I was listening to one of these wrestling podcasts and they were talking about one of these different stories and they were saying how like oh yeah like people love rock stars and people talk all this and that about rock stars. He's like dog, I would have I would have killed Mick Jagger back in '85. He's all if he was on the if he was on the PEDs and the coke that I was doing, that motherfucker wouldn't have made it.
He wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it.
And I was
those boys were all like dude, super physically fit, doing the most drugs ever,
on everything and just moving around 24/7. And then they're just like even though it's fucking predetermined fighting and all that shit, it's still like your experience with like doing holds all fucking day long.
So
and then they just let someone like that out in fucking public, dog. And then you can just find some crazy bastard like David Schultz somewhere.
Yeah, just like chasing down fucking people in bars in Puerto Rico and shit. Yeah, that's why I said it like parallels battle rap in a lot of ways, because you just have these like groups of kind of like off people that are traveling around and like interacting with regular humans in their environment, and it's just like it like the Hawk with the Yakuzas is a prime example. It's just like, just what are you doing here? How are you with these people? Like, why is this giant muscle guy with all you suited Japanese dudes missing pinkies?
The first thing I thought about when I was like watching those Poison Paisa, what the fuck, dog?
I love you.
The first thing I thought about when I was watching those reenactments of them just being in the Japanese clothes was just like you talking about fucking the city pop shit.
Oh,
so I was just like, imagine being like just a regular businessman making hella money. You walk into a fucking city pop fucking bar.
And fucking fools are just like feeding animal drinks. Like, drink this one.
And then even
picking them up and fucking press slamming them in the bar.
Even if you happen to ask him like, oh, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm a pro wrestler. Like, what?
Yo,
like your question, whatever question you would ask him would only lead to like 3 or 4
four
more
other questions. Yeah, there's no way. It's just like, oh, cool. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm not living enough, dog.
That's how it was in Japan. Whenever you'd see another like American or like anyone that wasn't a little Japanese person,
they're there for something.
You'd be like, "What's up, dude? What are you doing here?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I'm fucking playing this or doing this." It was always like a follow-up question after that, because it was, you know, it wasn't just like, "Oh, I live here." You know what I mean? It's like, no, you don't. Yeah, that shit is sick. One of my other favorite parts of that was them talking about Vince McMahon in the strip club taking a fucking
the Doomsday device. But see, it wasn't even just the Doomsday device. It was everybody's finisher.
Yeah.
But then they were saying like, but then they got around to the Doomsday device, and then what was it? Godfather was saying he's like, I don't know if you know those guys, man. He's like, but they don't like. They weren't really smartened up for the longest time. So like they hit motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He's like, so they laid that shit in on him when they fucking did it to him.
Oh, that's so funny. He was probably all coked out, like, yeah, oh, woo, that was good.
Fucking
good work, boys. All fucking busted ribs and
that
shit.
That motherfucker will never die.
Yeah, what a crazy motherfucker. That's the other thing too.
I'm just waiting for the the true documentary on him. It'll never happen though, because like he owns his own network. So like, they make their own documentary. So they would make some watered down ass version
when
of him.
When he dies, they'll.
Oh, when he dies for sure. But I wish there was like, because even they were interviewing the guys from Dark Side of the Ring. They were like, who would you guys want the most? And they said like Vince McMahon. They're like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if we got Vince McMahon, what we would do as a teaser, we would do nothing at all. We would just have an empty chair. And we would just have him sit down in the chair and then just go to blank screen. That's all we would do to promote the season. He's like, that's all we would need.
Yeah.
He's like, if we could have an honest conversation with Vince McMahon about everything.
Yeah.
He's like, that would be the ultimate thing. He's like, but he even said, he's like, it would never happen.
Never. That fool is holding some serious secrets. Like, you just watch those seasons and you're like, he just pops in and does criminal shit every episode.
Yeah,
like,
that fool
covers up a murder, fucking screws someone out of money, fucking lies to somebody, fucks somebody's lady. He's just like, every episode pops in just real fast and just like, oh, let me just fucking exert my power.
Bro, that fool lives in his own world. Like what? Like there's nothing outside of the fucking Vince McMahon bubble. Like even right now, like the whole world is shut down, and this fool's like. You think so, pal?
Yeah. I know the president.
Yeah, I know
I'm an essential business.
I'm gonna get my shit as essential business. Like they just did a fucking pay-per-view from their corporate headquarters, which is in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And like Connecticut is on stay-at-home orders. And like even someone on the podcast, he's like, I would pay money to watch someone go to Vince McMahon's office and tell him that he would have to go home. He's like, I would love to see that.
Fools all fucking telling to wear masks and shit while they're wrestling and shit.
There's just famous stories about that fool. Like they just said like he doesn't believe in sickness. He's like if you sneeze around that fool, he gets mad at you. He doesn't believe in that shit. He's like even when he blew both of his like quads out, like walking to the ring, he just still showed up to work like in a fucking wheelchair and shit. Like they just wheeled him around to places. Like
it's like, what are you talking about?
Like that fool don't fucking what?
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit. He's a real piece of shit. I wish I ran my business like that. I'd probably be successful. So guys, this has been fun. We're next week we will be back with the first episode of Behind the Botz at 7 p.m. We're gonna interview definitely Andrew of the Moist Mob, possibly Kyle as well.
Hey.
So we're going to get some super behind-the-scenes info on the first BOTZ event. We're going to run down all the battles. We'll talk about all the best shit and whatnot. We'll have the gaming stream set up by that point, so we'll be able to let you know when we'll be back again live gaming. Probably know when you'll be doing the
shit. I might even do some shit tomorrow night.
Doing it is Monday like a good night for you?
Monday's usually a cool night. I mean, like I might be working late, but fuck, this shit's in my fucking house now. Poison Paisa, dog.
Wait, hey.
Thank you, dog.
DM
and like
DM your address.
We already figured it out,
Homie.
like how to like pull up clips on here anyway. So
I know you in the
it wouldn't take much at all to fucking watch some fucking wrestling just right here.
Yeah,
so.
you could do it like without me having to come get the setup, but I can come back like fucking tomorrow or the next day. You're only 30 minutes
whenever's
away.
clever.
One more time. Let me fucking open that picture of the fucking dog. How do I do that shit?
Where can you watch Dark Side of the Ring? Oh, have you not seen that shit?
So
one thing.
I've been watching every episode on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can go see it on YouTube for
Literally,
sure.
they have every episode
it's
on YouTube.
Pretty much everywhere though, too. Like
it's
Hulu,
a Vice. It's a Vice show. Is it on Hulu?
It's on Hulu.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just record it on my fucking Comcast shit, so I can watch it like the moment it drops.
All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, Avocado. These are the 3 episodes of Dark Side of the Ring that you need to watch right off the bat.
Tantrum. You see these donations? This is your job.
So check it out. First episode that you have to watch is the
he said he saw the Benoit one. That's a great place to start.
You have to watch the New Jack episode.
Yes,
that is the best episode ever.
Oh my god,
the New Jack episode. Oh, he said I saw the New Jack episode also. Okay,
I saw New Jack.
Woo! Okay, the Dino Bravo episode is hella good. The
Bruiser Brody.
The Bruiser Brody episode is crazy.
That's probably still one of the best.
Dino Bravo, Bruiser Brody, and then what other one?
The Road Warriors is pretty great.
Road Warriors is a great one, but there's another like murder fucking. What about the Cocaine Cowboy one? That one's
Herb
great.
Abrams.
The Herb Abrams one is
the
super
story
good
of the
too.
UWF.
Yeah.
See, and I even just found out too, like they don't even really go into it much on that shit, but apparently like he didn't even start that shit. Like he bought that shit from someone else, and like it was already its own thing for a while, and he just like bought it and ran it to the ground, which is fucking just. He amazing. It just made me like love the story of it all even more.
Yes.
I just like I don't know. I love something about characters like that.
So there's, just go back.
What a beautiful piece of shit.
I've actually never seen an episode of Dark Side of the Ring that I didn't like.
Yeah, no, all of them are great. It's just a matter of like other ones outshining.
Yeah, because they're like so
like
insane.
Even the Brawl for All is good, but it's not like like no one's dying or anything.
The what's it called? The Superfly Snooker one's crazy because they like solve they get new information on the case. Like it's like one of those HBO documentaries where they're like figure out who the murderer is while
and it happens in like the most believable way to me because it's someone like telling the story and it's not in an incriminating way.
He like thinks he's protecting his friend and shit.
Like he's like thinks he's helping the shit out, and it's like they're like, wait, what did you just say?
Hey, thank you, Avocado, for fucking always being there for the fans and always creating a bunch of entertainment for us, especially during
right now.
Yeah, it's like insane. The level of content that you guys are producing over there at Ruin Your Day under these circumstances, and like it's obviously a huge burden to go from filming events every weekend to not being able to film events at all financially. So like, and I've literally not one time heard this dude complain about like keeping the ship afloat or anything like that. So like, salute to Ruin Your Day. You guys are fucking incredible. And
just this whole round for round thing is like there's a lot of work.
There's
going
so
into
many
that.
There's so many like that's just
like,
one thing that they're doing. Like the rooftop battles, the round for round thing, the fucking Ruin an Hour every single day. So like that shit is
they haven't missed a beat whatsoever over there. So it's
epic. We're just like honestly definitely inspired over here. And like Ryan said, super bored. So we want to be in the game creating content to keep you guys sane during this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the thing, folks. Just keep it tuned in here. Fucking yeah.
I have one more.
Especially if you guys keep fucking showing us love like this. God
man.
Man.
If you guys, as long as you guys show up and fucking watch, we'll be here to fucking stream.
For sure, we'll make some fucking shit crack.
I have an idea for fucking content, and I'm gonna see how we can set it up with regards to like, if we can get, because you can only FaceTime with one person. think, can you conference call Skype or whatever? Do we have to get Zoom to fucking be able to get a bunch of people on the phone at the same time is a question.
Probably.
Okay, so maybe if we can, somebody else recommended this, but I'm going to pretend like it's my idea. Zoom. Oh, it was Keegan. Zoom bar pong. Like if we just get a bunch of people, like 6 people on the line and do bar pong like that. Because we can't, like, bar pong's no fun with like 1 or 2 people. But if you can get 6 people in here and then we're just sitting here, we can just do a whole hour of fucking Zoom bar pong, and that would be super fun. Yeah. Okay, that's an idea. We'll work on that. But that's it. We're done streaming for today. And we will be back Sunday with the first episode of Behind the Botz, and we'll definitely put some promo together for that. If you're not getting notifications, make sure you are subscribed and you click the bell. Give us a like while you're fucking here, because that means a lot. Tell a friend and all that shit. And then like, even when you do that, you might not get notifications. So just keep in mind, next Sunday and every Sunday until we run out of events, we will be live right here at 7 p.m. doing Behind the Botz. Yeah. Okay, that's it. We out of here. Peace.